Well, I was born to two addict parents. My parents were separated. My dad would stop in with groceries and diapers to help my mom out. And one time he came over and he found wine in my baby bottle. So I kind of always say I was an alcoholic from birth. Unfortunately, my mom wasn't mentally stable to take care of us. Another time he came over the house and he found me locked in my bedroom in my crib for what seemed like 3 days. My mother couldn't handle it anymore, so she ran away. So my early childhood I spent mostly at my grandmother's house. At the age of 5, my father met my stepmother and they decided to get married. My stepmom became the only mother figure I had at that point. Even though I love my grandmother dearly, my stepmom was really there for me every day. And then tragically at the age of 8, my brother, my half-brother, committed suicide on my 8th birthday. And that was really hard. As a child, I didn't understand. I didn't know why he did it, what it meant. My parents did the best they could to explain it, but they kind of just wanted to sweep it under the rug. On my 18th birthday, my grandmother, who was my everything, ended up dying. And that's when my drinking started and didn't stop for 12 years. I used various different forms of drugs to self-medicate my emotions. If I was down, I wanted an upper. If I was up, I wanted a downer. And it just slowly over time began to eat me alive. It kept getting worse and worse until I ended up in a relationship with a heroin addict, and that is when I really hit rock bottom. I thought that God had forsaken me, that I wasn't meant to be alive from the beginning. Everything that happened as a child, you know, he held on to me for some reason. But I just felt, you know, at that point I didn't know who God was and what I was here for. I thought that I just, you know, was worthless. I was ready to kill myself the same way my brother did. I was so upset and depressed at where my life had gone, and I really didn't see a way out. So as I was grabbing the keys, ready to drive to the train tracks, to lay myself down like he did, God spoke to me, and I'll never forget that night. He yelled at me, like a father figure would yell at you. Like, what are you doing, shaking you? And God just yelled at me and said, you know, your life is worth living. And then my next thought was, call your dad. So I called my dad, and that's when he brought me to the hospital for detox and to see what programs I could go to from there.